Now back to the Trump presidency, and joining us now is Margaret Brennan, moderator of Face the Nation. Margaret, good to see you. Let's get to the big news of the afternoon. Democrats on the House Judiciary Committee taking steps toward impeachment. So explain those steps for us and what it might mean for the president.
Well, Rudabeh, you're right to say steps toward. This is not impeachment, but what they have started, the House Judiciary Committee, is an inquiry into it. Basically, what they're trying to do is use the process of this investigation to get access to more information that is being kept in a classified way that they haven't had access to before. Things like grand jury testimonies, information that was used by the special counsel, Robert Mueller, in his 2-year-long investigation. So Democrats, through this inquiry, may have some tools to get more information that could supposedly, if they decide to make the political calculation, then move forward with actually trying to go through with a vote to remove the president from office. But this, at this point, has not begun that. It is just an inquiry into it. And keep in mind, Democrats do control the House. They aren't in agreement to move forward with impeachment. And even if they did, the Republicans control the Senate. And so conviction on that impeachment is very unlikely to happen.
And on the subject of election hacking, the Senate won't be taking up the recently passed bill by the House on election security, even after the Mueller report exposed that Russia hacked into the elections in all 50 states. Why can't lawmakers agree on this?
All 50 states, it is chilling when you read that report, which, as you point out, was bipartisan. Republicans and Democrats agreed when they went into this investigation as to what they found. In states like Illinois and others, they had real access to voter roll information. Florida, as we know, has also been a state that's been breached. But no votes were changed, according to this report. What it does do is it underscores the ongoing risk. And the Republican leader in the Senate, Mitch McConnell, has said that the administration's dealing with it. There's no need for there to be a bill passed by the House and signed off on to increase funding to boost security further. That is really up for debate. That is a cause for many Democrats, like one of my guests, Senator Mark Warner of Virginia, cause a lot of angst. He helped lead this 2-year investigation on the Senate side, and he says there is very much needed an increased level of resources to boost security so that people can feel confident when they are going to the voting booth that nothing that they are doing is being manipulated or changed.
And let's turn to Campaign 2020. Democrats gearing up for the next debate. What are you going to be watching for this time?
Well, we are watching a field that is about 25 candidates, and these Democrats have to define themselves in the public's eye. That's what we're all looking for, is who can actually increase their profile, increase their fundraising, look like they are strong enough to win the nomination in a way that they could, on a future debate stage, take on the current president of the United States. It is very hard to be an incumbent president. That's just the historical record. And so anyone who can really show, as Kamala Harris did last time in the debate, that she's willing to fight and throw some elbows might help define who else besides Joe Biden, the front runner, might be perceived as able to take President Trump on.
Margaret, great to see you. Thank you so much. And join Margaret for Face the Nation Sunday morning at 10:30. And then stick around for Facing South Florida with Jim DeFede. This week, Jim sits down with Miami-Dade mayoral candidate Daniela Levine-Cava and explores the controversy surrounding the search for a new president of Miami-Dade College. That's Sunday morning at 11:30, only right here on CBS 4.